Hello everybody, Thorgal here, and welcome back to another episode of Bevo's Tech Pack here on the ftog community server. Now, last time we built the bridge and we started our little mining tunnel. And then, of course, we made the atomic disassembler, the jetpack, and also the free runners, the boots that save us from all fall damage, which is really handy. And I told you that I wanted to start work on a shuttle for our backstory, right? That kind of crash landed here. Yeah, controlled landing. It wasn't a crash. And there's still lots of work to do on the shuttle. But if you check the map, yeah, see, we got a shuttle right here. And you kind of, it's the beginning. Like I said, there's still lots to do. But you kind of see like markings in the ground, right? Where it then hit the ground and kind of slid forward and then it stopped when it hit the side of this mountain. And that is what it looks like right here. This is my little shuttle. I'm happy how it turned out. It still needs a lot of work though. Like I said, it looks too clean. So I have a couple of plans on how I'm gonna do that. I also still need to do landscaping, because if you ever seen like when an airplane or something does an emergency landing, you see, it pushes the dirt in front of it. So that's what I'm kind of trying to do here with layering it up, like it's pushing the dirt in front of it. You see this half circle here. And on the sides, and then of course on the back, we got the grooves in the dirt. But this brings us to one project that I want to do today. In a second, we'll go inside in just a second. And that is, I want to change this here, I want to make it like, alright, we came here, we folded out the ladder to come down. And then these few people that were in here kind of, lived in the shuttle in the beginning. So I got to put like little farms here or something, some storage crates and stuff. But I really need to make the earth look like, it was burned or something. And I have a bunch of blocks for that. I got the coarse dirt, and I also made some of this trodden dirt from Botania. Of course, I got some podzol, sand, and gravel ready. But the problem is, I don't want to do all this by hand. And so I checked for the exchanger. But we don't have an exchanger in this mod pack. So the only way I know of how to exchange is with Thaumcraft. So we are going to do a quick Thaumcraft session here in a minute, where I'm just gonna get to the equal trade foci and a halfway decent wand. Probably not the silver wood, but the great wood wand at least, just so I can easily exchange blocks. Okay. Yeah, there's not too much to this shuttle itself or whatever. Little spaceship here. These are the thrusters. I think they turned out really good. I'm happy about how they turned out. You even see like they're still functional, kind of. They didn't get destroyed. Of course, this is the entrance, and on top here, guys, these are not real solar panels. Okay, I didn't have that much patience. You guys see that stone slab? Can I pick them up? Right, there we go. These are just in the painting machine painted. I made one IC2 solar panel, and then you can paint these slabs, and if you just put one down, you see it looks like this. If you put another one, it makes the whole thing. You can paint almost every block in machine this way onto blocks if you want to save materials. I've done this many times before. You've seen me do that. And that is it. Let's go inside. Right here. It even has a functional door. I'm eventually probably going to change this out for an airlock from Galactic Craft with a player sensor or something like that. But for now, it's good. And just a couple rooms. There's nothing in here yet, nothing decorated. And I'm actually thinking of moving everything out of the hobbit hole into here. Okay? I could put the power generation and so on all underground. And then just have the machines in the walls, Spaceship, it maybe one living quarter or something, and the rest would all be machine rooms, science rooms, and we still have to build a cockpit. But this is the little shuttle here. I think it turned out good. Let me know how you guys like it. It still needs a lot of work. It looks it's in too good of a shape, okay? It needs to be a little bit banged up. I'm not exactly sure I'm going to do that yet, but I want to plant some bushes around it, even maybe a tree that's kind of hanging over it and so on, because it's been here, for maybe a couple of years already, all right? It's going to take a long time to get the technology back to actually leave and go back into the universe. So anyway, that's this. Didn't do anything in the mineshaft yet. And in here, I only The only thing I did in here was right over here. I changed the enrichment chamber and the energized smelter and made the basic factories out of it. They're very cheap. Right here, all you need to do is you make this right here. 2 of these chipsets, 4 redstone and 2 iron, and put it in the middle and you get a factory. And what that does now is it has, come on, open up. There we go. It processes 3 things at once. Okay? And right here, I have it to auto sort. If you have this to off, it will just keep whatever you put into this. So I could put iron here, gold, and silver here, or whatever. But if you do this, and I drop something in here, it will automatically spread it out. Okay? And the same for the smelter. So that's it. And I added a precision sawmill, and I added the rolling machine over here. I already had that from a village. But the sawmill, I want it so I can get more sawdust. Which, in case you don't know, take 4 sawdust, you make a cardboard box. And with the cardboard box, I can pick up anything, any block. That block is now in here. Okay? Or a spawner or whatever. And shift right click with an empty hand, and you take the cardboard box back off. That is why I wanted them. They come in really handy when you need to move stuff and so on. Especially spawners. And one more thing I wanted to point out, you guys see here. I switched to the basic universal cable right down here. Reason being is that I don't want to use the thermal expansion ducts, these guys right here. This is the basic universal cable right here. These leadstone flux ducts. Why do I only have 23? You make them in 8s. Where would the 24th one be? I must have lost one? Or did I not get them all in the corner? What's going on? Huh. I must have lost one somehow. Because you make them in... Yeah, you make them in 8s. So I should have 24. I don't use anymore. Oh no, I got one over at the rancher. Yes. I set up a wind turbine. Let me out, please. Come on. Maybe. There we go. There's a rancher over here. Let's fly over there real quick. Yeah. Oh, why is the TPS so bad right now? They just killed the Ender Dragon. I'm wondering if they're exploring the end. But over here, you guys see I put a wind turbine or windmill. And that is where the 24th one is, right there. Why is this not connected? It has power. There must just be a visual glitch right here. But yeah, I set up a rancher for the sheep and we're just getting wool this way. This is not chunk loaded, so it's not very fast. Alright, I don't know why I cannot glide, but it's a pain in the butt. Anyways, so let's get started with Thaumcraft so we get to this foci real quick. Because after that, there's other things I want to get done. And we're just going to do the basics real quick. It should only take a few minutes because the scanning I'm going to do all off camera. I'm going to put a link down in the description to a video I just put out a few months ago. That shows you step by step on what to scan to unlock the aspects. Okay? I don't want to do it again because nothing should have changed besides that this mod pack has a couple of less Thaumcraft add-on mods. So that means that there's might be 1 or 2 aspects that we don't have in this pack, but every aspect should be covered. Oh yeah, you guys probably noticed also that I made the Traveler's Belt right here. And with F, it lets me switch my hotbar. I really like that. I started doing that in Infinity, and it's nice. This is my backup hotbar. There's the Silk Touch, Glider, food, and so on, and this is my main hotbar, so it leaves you a lot more room for building and so on. And I completed this quest here. The rarest for... I finally got the 16 diamonds. And we got an advanced energy cube and some more diamonds and a reward bag. And I wanted to open this reward bag with you guys and see what's going on. Block of gold, gold, and golden apple. Okay. Alright, not too bad, not too shabby. Let's break this up. Put it in here. And process this gold right there. And have anything in here? Yep, there's some more. Okay, cool. So, let's get started with Thaumcraft. The first thing you'll need is a bookshelf. And then we're gonna need to make some iron caps right there. With just iron nuggets, 5 makes you 1. I wanna make 3 of these ones because they hold very little aspects. And I always like to have more of them because when I go to the mob farm to fill them, it's nice To have multiples on your bar, but I'll show you guys in a second how that works. And we need to make 3 of these tables. And I think, yes, and of course, the thermometer right here, that is what we're going to use to scan. So that's all you need in the beginning. And then what you do is you put down the bookshelf, take a wand, any wand, right-click it. Oh, okay, it was just invisible, but that makes you the thermonomicon. That was weird. I didn't see it. All right, cool. So that is what we need. And where we want to get to is in thaumaturgy. I think we need to learn the one foci here, and then that opens up the rest up there. But first, of course, we're gonna need to get some stuff done, and that is scanning. But before we do that, I wanted to set up. You put one of the tables down right here and right-click with a wand, and that makes it now the arcane workbench. And I'm just gonna put this out here for now, because, well, I don't have a spot for it yet. And then we put the other 2 tables here, and I just remembered we need to make some inscribing tools. That's gonna cost us an ink sac, a feather, I believe, and then it's gonna cost us 3 glass and a clay ball. If I remember that right, I'm doing this top of my head. And this one should make us vials, right? Just like that. And then I think, like that. Awesome. You get the scribing tools. And I actually just remembered that I really want to have 2 of them. Let's get another ink sac. Ooh, down to 2 feathers. And let's make another one of these to have on us. And then last but not least, we also need paper. What? We got 16 paper. Good. So now we can come out here with the scribing tools and click these 2 tables next to each other. And that makes us the research table right here. You guys see I got a little more aspects than usually. I think you start out with 20, maybe? But I got a couple of these knowledge fragments. Let me show you guys. I think I have at least 1 more. Yeah, 3 more. And all you do with these, and you right-click them. And now you see I gained 2, 2, 1, 2, 2 on the bottom right. These aspects, woo, got the hiccup. And that's how you can get more. And you'll see, now I have more of these. So, but we get into this in a minute. Now, first off, we need to actually, I want to keep this on here. Don't need that. First, I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to fill these wands. And then I'm going to start using the thermometer right here, okay? To scan everything possible. Like right here, one of the first things I'm going to scan is a torch. Bam, I got 1 lux. But like I said, go down to that link in the description if you want to know how to get every aspect unlocked. I show you step by step. It's, I think, 15 minutes long. It's really, it turned out nice. A lot of people really liked the video. So, I recommend you watch it if you want to know how to scan. I changed this to an elevator. I was tired of the ladder, and you guys see the mob farm changed a little bit. I wanted to make it multi-purpose. There's right now no spawner in here. And you guys, if you look in here, I can just fly up here. I changed the arrangement, so everything is gonna get pushed into this hole, right? Because I need to be able to farm these guys manually. And the reason is that this is how you fill up your wands. So they're gonna fall down here, and I can just kill them off, all right? And when you have wands on your bar, you're gonna see these little aspect balls laying around. You suck them up, and you fill your wands. But, oh, I can turn on. But I also wanted it to be an auto kill thing, right? So what I did back here, let me show you from this angle. If I can get in there. Oh, that's the light switch, okay. Right there. You guys see behind this one, if I flip this lever, the redstone goes around the back. Let me put this back in there. Just so nothing spawns in these 2 blocks. And then it's going to go underneath. I can show you that also. How did I get in here? Yes, right there. I remember now. Let me move, please. Let me get in there. I can't get in. Anyway, you see that coming behind these guys. I really want to show you guys. Yes. I'll place this guy in a second again. And there are 3 repeaters pointing into these drawbridges. And in each one of these drawbridges, I have iron spikes. Okay? And let me see here. I am... Ooh, that's going to be tough. I'm going to have to put this guy right there because I'm going to need to place it against this one so it points forward. Like that. Alright, give me that back. Let me pick that up. Let's close the hole. Oh yeah, first I need to close this hole. And 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Good, I got it again. Or I can flip this lever here. And then you guys see, the iron spikes come out. And now if the mobs fall on top of it, they're gonna get killed automatically. So I can still use this as an AFK farm. But in order for that, we need to put this guy back on here. Because I just took it off for the time being while I was building here. And set this to... Well, let's go with 777. That should easily be able to pick everything up. Okay, so I got these on my bar. I totally forgot. I need a way in. You're gonna pick this up for me, right? Alright, let's just... Now the 6 glass are in here. Good. So, what do we want? I'm gonna go with the witches and the blazes. I think that's gonna be my best bet. Oh, wow. You sucked this up fast. The reason why I'm putting in 2 is that a lot of times regular mobs do not give you Ignis, or if they do, very little. Okay? And that is why I'm adding the blazes here. Let's go ahead and set this up here. And this here. 1, 2, and get out. Alright. Whoops, wrong button. And let's close the hole. Oh no. Are you gonna pick that up for me? Thank you. And let's close the hole right there. And turn off the lights. And turn off the sound. Alright, so now of course they're getting automatically killed. I actually want to see if this works. Uh-oh. The witch isn't dying. But it's standing on the spike. Oh, it is. Okay, that was just a delay, a lag or something. The server might have been saving or something. So now that this is open, right? Yeah. Let's see if we get something spawning here. And of course, I'm gonna actually have to get myself my sword out. And you guys see, each one of them show none. There's nothing in here, just capacity 25. And all of these guys are gonna fall down into the hole now. Then I can, hopefully, maybe, kill them. Of course, I get loot also, XP. Now check it out, 525. So I'm gonna have 5 air, 2 Ignis, 5 per DT on this one. And once the first one is filled on that aspect, the second one is going to start picking them up, and so on and so on. So that is, I'm sorry, it's a little dark here, I understand. But there's the witches, let's kill these 3. And then I'm going to, like I said, cut and scan the world and make sure I have everything filled on these wands. And then we'll continue with making our focus of equal trade. I'll BRBs. So, I got lots of aspect unlocked. Let's see here real quick. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 46 aspects. I'm sure there's one or the other missing that I did not do from the combining from my end of the video. But I won't need those today. So, why don't we get started with actually making them. I did all the research that we needed. Just to give you an idea of what I did research expertise and research mastery, and I did the gold wand cap, the one foci fire, and the equal trade, and I also did the great wood wand core. That is all I did. And why don't we start with the easy stuff first? Let's make this great wood rod and also the 2 wand caps. I want to make that gold capped great wood wand. I think that's what it's called. So we got that guy. And let's make 2 of these. Should just be together like that. Cost a little more aspects, and there we go. And this one can hold 50 compared to the 25. It's really not that big, but well, we gotta start somewhere, right? We have a little bit left in this one. Good. So the next thing is we're gonna have to make these balanced shards here, which requires us to drop a shard in with, right, there's 6 different shards, great, right there, you see them. And if you drop this one in, you need the aspects from these 5. So I'm actually just gonna use shards. I am gonna waste the bricantatio, and I forgot what the gem looking thing is called again, but we don't need those. And I'm going to go ahead and light this netherrack down here. So we got a heat source. And then we take a regular cauldron, put it up here, and hit it with the wand, and now we got a crucible. And of course I have to fill that with water. That is all. Well, we might need another one, who knows. Okay, but now in order to make sure that we don't get any flux, there's a little trick, at least in 1.7. When you block all the other spaces around it, okay? So what that means is if I close off the block above it, okay? So for example, right here. Now, this block is actually occupied, this one here. I need to block off the block to the left. And I'm just gonna make this nicer looking. Like that, forward. And because it's against the wall, we don't need it. I think I'm just gonna... I think that will work nicely. This, that, and that. And then I even made these corners here just so cap it off a little bit. Make it look a little nicer. That is, I think, all we need. Just front. Ooh, I wonder if this diagonal one here... Well, let's just close it off anyway. Let's put another one over here, just in case. So even the diagonals would be closed off. But that would mean I need another one. Nope. Hey, wait a second. These are outside. And I did put the corners. Yes, we got them all. Cool. So now, what we're gonna do here is... Can I stand on it? Yes. Okay. Don't step too close to it, or you are going to get hurt. Okay. So I'm gonna drop one of these. Did it go in? Oh yeah, I think it's bubbling. Let's put one, and now if I put this one in, nothing is happening. Uh-oh, I should be able to see what's in here with the goggles. What's happening? I messed it up. You see these bubbles in there that they should be purplish. I don't know what's going on. Where did all my shards go? Is this not working when I right click like this? Well, all of a sudden they all appeared again. I didn't lose anything. So I don't know what is happening. So I'm going to have them on my bar this time and drop them with Q. There we go. I don't know what happened on the other one, but we're getting it done. And last one. And now we drop the air one in here. And there we go. We got one balance shard. So it doesn't really matter in which order you do that. I can also just drop it from 1 through 6. Like this. And there's the next one. And now we can go backwards. Let's just do them all real quick. I think you can do multiples at once, but I don't trust it. And number 4. Alright, there's all 4 of them. Very cool. Why don't I scan this real quick, just so I got this also. See, now it dropped it out of my inventory. I don't know what happened. Anyways, I still need a quicksilver and 4 nether quartz. I think I have a quicksilver. Yes, I do. That's from when I used the auto smelting. And 4 nether quartz. Alright, cool. So, come over here. I think these go in the corner. like this. And that and this guy is gonna be insufficient. Make that, and there's our one focus equal trade. Very cool. I'm super happy. But we're also, I don't want to be standing next to the fire. Let's go ahead and skin this guy also. And skin this guy. So now that I have that, I can start working down there. Of course, I gotta build this one first, and that's I want to show you guys. I'm gonna take this one with me also, so I can charge all 4 of these in a minute down at the mob farm again. But let me get some very visual. Let's get the sand out. And I actually just have to look through my controls real quick for the key binding. To switch the focus. Should be a key binding here. Journey map, mechanism, miscellaneous. Change one focus. I like to use grave for that. Alright, so equip it, hold down grave. And now we have that on. And does it actually, it shows 110% viscose. So I'm, very insufficient for this right here. And now we can come down here. And in case you've never seen that, so I'm just going to show you for a quick minute. And you got to put down the sand one time. And we shift right click this. Okay. So now it is set. If you check on the top left, it's set to sand. And we have 43. And now, for example, I can just come here. But the problem actually is, if I click this now, it's going to change a big area. That cost not very much, actually. So that is actually a bummer. I didn't think that one through. So I eventually figured out how to do it, guys. Actually, Wild Rascal told me, and I wanted to show you real quick how to do it. I took these here to really visualize how to do it. It's left mouse button. Right mouse button will change a big area, and left mouse button does one block at a time. So that is really, really helpful to know. And now I cannot... Well, I guess I just break him like this and place the dirt down again. It doesn't matter. And I was very busy. It's actually a day later now since that last cut. And I was playing around a lot with decorating this. I really wanted this to look like the area that I envisioned. And I am done with it now. I like it. I like how it came together. So again, the story is, we came here and there was a controlled landing. But we don't have a landing gear or a strip. So we did tear up the area, right? Like you kind of see how it was sliding in there. And I like it. It's very busy, but I wanted that. And then you can see around it slowly the vegetation is growing again from what got burnt, because we're here for a couple months already, okay? So little trees are starting to regrow. The vines are taking over the airship. This one here we barely missed and so on. And you see there slowly it's overgrowing. I hope they don't spread further. I don't want the whole thing overtaken, but I can always stop it with string or something. And then over here, we kind of, we have like an off-world solar panel. They pulled that out and they came up onto the wing and they placed it here and they started lighting up the area. So now you can see this is much more primitive tech now. None of this, high-tech solar panel, and they're just using copper wire and so on. And just lit up the area a little bit and also made it spawn-proof, of course. And then, they came out, they unloaded some of the cargo here because they wanted to make room, just settling in and so on. A couple random chests. And then over here, they started a little farm so they can start growing their crops. And I made a bunch of these garden containers and stuff. It's actually called garden stuff. And compost bins, because we might get into a little bit of that with making better... I'm sorry, I just had an itch. With making the different soils and so on. And we'll see. And these little planters I was playing around with, I did use them in Unabridged for a while, and I really like them. They have their use. And that is it. That is around the area. But I want to move in today. Into the ship, and I have a plan on how to do it. And I actually made some more room inside. I took out a dividing wall here and made this one bigger room and one bigger room over here. And you guys can see I started moving some stuff around. And this is actually the framed drawers. If you guys are not familiar with those yet, framed drawers, it's quite new. I think very new actually, the storage drawers. You can make them. And then there is a table I'm gonna go to now where you can actually apply skins to it. What is similar? Like Molasses Doors has something like that. I'm trying to think. Almost like, I guess, Carpenter's Blocks too, if you want to think about that. It's all multi-block part. So you make this thing here, this framing table. And then you put the drawer in here, one of these framed ones. And then you can put 3 different blocks on here. And I used all laboratory blocks to make them the white they are. And I think that will fit nicely. Okay? But I just got rid of a bunch of these things. I made these 2 here to start putting in potions and stuff. I always have these filing cabinets for potions and enchanted books. But I want to build 5 more machines real quick before we move in. Because I want to build a reactor room in there. But not real reactor. Okay, we don't want to make a reactor yet. But I want it to look like a spaceship reactor room. Kind of where we get the power from, right? But in order to do that, I need a tesseract. And you'll guys see in a minute why. I could make it in the smelter. You can make hardened glass by pouring lead over obsidian. And I could also smelt everything down for the Enderium. But I want to get the machines into the airship anyway. Into the spaceship, right? So I said, we're going to make the thermal expansion machines. So we're going to make a redstone furnace. And I guess I can put this in here because I want to upgrade them to the hardened version. Every one of them that we're making now. Oh, what? I think I did this the other way around. I think this is supposed to be Invar and this is supposed to be Electrum. Oh boy, let's see if I have Invar. Yes. So I need 20. And I got 20 here, so I'm gonna need 5 iron. Ooh, luckily I have everything. And we can make this in here real quick. I'm pretty sure. Make the Electrum gear. I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway. The Invar gear are gonna come in handy somewhere, I'm sure, or we can smelt them down again. So now we get the redstone furnace hardened. We'll get the pulverizer, and then we're also gonna harden that one. And we're gonna make the induction smelter, or actually magma crucible. Make that a hardened one. And the hardened one is just so we can put an extra augment in there to make them a little bit faster. Because we're quite far from automating all this in a glacial precipitator. What is wrong with me? Why? I'm definitely not gonna make a hardened one out of this one. Why did I not make the induction furnace? Induction smelter. Oh, okay, so we got some... Oh, I'm gonna be short 1 Invar, right? I only had 21. Well, I'll just make this off camera in a minute, guys. The induction smelter, and I'm gonna make... I think they're in here. I'm gonna make 5 of these augments. I'm not gonna put one in here, but this one. I'm also gonna just... Guys, I have no idea why I made a... glacier precipitator. That is funny. This is what I really wanted here. The magma crucible. And you just put the augment in here so it's a little bit faster. It is filling. I wanted the magma crucible and the fluid transposer. Okay? Because now I can smelt up. Let me set this up to output to the bottom. And input on the top. Now I can smelt down the ender pearls. Eventually. There we go. These are probably all full now, okay? Let's just disable this and this, all the inputs and outputs. And now I'm just gonna wait for the first one to show you guys how we're making the Enderium that we need for the Tesseract. Let's pull this up real quick. Right there, I need 4 Enderium and the hardened glass. That is actually what I needed the induction smelter for, but last episode. Let me think here. What did I make last episode that needed hardened glass? And when I was done editing, I was thinking I should have right here. The hard... No? Don't remember what I made hardened glass for. There was one machine. I apologize. I don't remember. But the way we make it, and I guess... yeah, I can show you guys here. It's very simple. I'm gonna need... Let's see, we need to make 2 of these. So I'm gonna need 8 obsidian. And I'm gonna need 8 lead. Come on, right there. And all you do is you smelt the lead. Make sure this guy is not auto-pouring. And then once this is smelted, you can simply put an obsidian in here, pour the lead over it, and that's gonna make us a hardened glass. And when I have the hardened glass and the 4 Enderium, in case you don't know, is we need to make this Enderium blend here, which if we're lucky, the first one is gonna be done. Yes. Let's go ahead and put a bucket in here. And I can show you right there. It takes tin, pulverized shiny, silver, and the bucket, and that makes the Enderium blend. And you take that usage together with pyrethium dust, which is sulfur, crushed coal. I got all this ready here. Let's take you. I know I put the pulverized coal here a minute ago. Oh, right there. And we need the sulfur, which I have plenty from the mob farm downstairs, all the blaze powder. And we're gonna need redstone. And you know what? I'm gonna need so much of this stuff that I'm just gonna make all of this. Like, literally, 2 stacks. That's fine. And you need the Enderium blend together with the pyrethium dust in the induction smelter. Okay? This guy right here, which I'm gonna craft right now off camera, and put those in there, and that makes us the Enderium. And then once I have the Tesseract frames, you guys saw that? These guys right here, I need to put it back into the fluid transposer with, right here, with another 4 ender pearls. Actually, 1,000 is 4, yes. 1 ender pearl gives you 250 millibuckets. And that fills it, and then I can use that and surround it with bronze and silver to make the actual Tesseract. But because we're in a public server, we need to go 1 step further. I also need to make Signalum. Because that way I can lock this to only me, so nobody can use that power from me. I generally trust people, but you know, on a public server, it's going to be too easy for somebody to just smooch off your power. So if you play on the server, I definitely recommend you do the same thing. And Signalum, why you no show me? Right there is the blend right there. We need copper and silver, and then I need to smelt down some redstone and put it together. So that is it, guys. I'm gonna prepare all this and get it ready, and then I'll show you where we use the Tesseract and move everything over into the spaceship. BRBs. Alright, I'm just doing the last few bits here. I'm gonna make 2 of these locks. I'm gotta make another one of these. Alright, so do they stack? Yeah, they do. Okay. And 1, 2, 1, 2. Ooh, look at that. Like this. And that is how you make it. You see right here, this one doesn't have an owner tag, and this one does. That's what does that. It adds this owner tag. And now I can finally show you what this is for. Because the other day, it's actually a couple days ago, I wanted more power. Because, you know, with the... I went through at least 40, 50, maybe even more stacks of charcoal over the last few days for the machines and so on. And, you know, it's pretty good power from these steam dynamos, but it's not nearly enough, especially with the overclocking and so on. You see it right there. It's starting to render in. So I made a bunch of these wind mills. Are they called windmills or wind turbines? I'm not sure. Why am I walking? I can fly. Wind turbines from Mechanism. And, by the way, totally forgot to show you guys, I have an angel wing. And that came from when I was editing that beginning clip here with the Thaumcraft that we did in the beginning. I noticed that the jetpack was super loud. it was annoying, and I really don't like that. I don't like to have, you know, these noises in my videos. So I already had a few wither skeleton heads from the roguelike dungeon, so I just went to the mining age, killed the wither, and made the angel wing. And we also have an activated sigil, so we can, you know, make a builder's one and whatnot. And I also got cursed earth, so we can also make a cursed earth farm. But anyway, so I set up these guys here. They're really cheap to make, guys. They're much cheaper than the solar panel. Just like that. That is it. And there's also a quest we need it for, but I don't think I have the prerequisites for that yet. Let's see if I got anything. No, nothing. I think it is... I think it's in here. Yeah, right there. But I still gotta make 26 coke oven bricks, which is kind of a bummer that I need to make the railcraft one. I'm just gonna make it and use it as decoration or something. But I didn't feel like doing it yet, but, you know, we got these one done already. Anyways, every one of these is generating 0. I think 116 RF, something like that. Here we are at Y level 178. I could put them much higher, of course, but I don't know. It's good enough. Oh, we can see the bridge from here. That's cool. Can we see the spaceship? Hey, that's awesome. But anyway, and I had this up here, and I'm like, man, should I run immersive engineering cables all the way down there? And then I decided to move into the spaceship, and I said, you know what? I want to have a reactor room. You know, that spaceship-looking reactor room. And that is perfect, making a tesseract for that. And everything is cabled up. And now we can set this... Ooh, I must be the first one to have a tesseract. Cool. Owner only, so nobody can take it. Ignored. And I'm gonna give this channel 1, and I'm gonna call this wind power, and add this right there. So now that it's set up, and let's just make sure that we are setting this to send only. And now I can take the, because I mean, look at this. Doesn't it look like it could be from in, you know, rector room or spaceship with the stars and stuff? Oh, I mean, it's perfect, isn't it? So now the other one, I'm gonna have to figure out a place down here and decorate it. And I wanted to just, let me get down there. Bam. Oh, by the way, I still have the free runners on. I know I can't take any fall damage, but I like the uphill step assist from them. That's why I'm still using them. And, well, it's awesome. I think I got really nice armor. So I was thinking of probably using, yeah, it's got to be one of these 2 small rooms. I'm gonna have one of these here, like, I'm not sure exactly yet. Like, have personal lockers in there or something, I don't know yet. And like this one right here, I think I'm gonna just put the tesseract right here. And all the power, I'm gonna have to figure out, I'm gonna have to close this off in the, somehow from the outside, like with covers or whatever. But all the power for all the machines and everything I'm gonna set up, I'm gonna run down here in the dirt, so you can see it and stuff. So I think that's going to turn out really well. And I'm going to get busy now. I want to get this done this episode, and I'll be back in just a second and show you what it looks like. I hope you guys are ready for this little tour. I spent a lot of time, built a lot more machines and stuff. And I am fully moved in over there. Come on, let me fly. There we go. There's only the door with the elevator going down. I actually filled up the hole on the inside. I just feel better that way. I don't like to have that hole there. There's nothing left in there. The coke oven and the blast furnace are moved into the mine over there. Yes, yeah, I did some work here too, but that's where we're going to go next episode. We're going to have to do some things in there. Right here, I got 2 molasses doors. I disconnected the lever from the pistons. I like this better here. And it's with a push button, because this way people that are not trusted here can't come in here. That's part of the grief prevention. They can push buttons, but if I want to come out, you guys see here, there's 2 player sensors. Walk up, and I can just get out. So, that is the entrance, and guess what? I added doors to every single one of these rooms. I did not want to make with player sensors, because otherwise I run down this hallway and all the doors open every time. It's really annoying. And I really like these from molasses doors. Now, where I'm going to show... Let's start over here first, because this is that reactor room I was telling you guys about. So that is where... Oh, excuse me. Let me get through here. So, we got the tesseract with that... Wait, what? Basic? Why does this say basic? This is an advanced cube. Huh. Anyways, this is our reactor room. You know, this is where whatever space people have when we ever get to this age. So this is where the power comes in. And then, like I showed you guys, all the wires are running underneath. Here, I got the chunk loader for the area. It's a very small set because the ship is tiny. Here's the sleeping quarters, only 2 beds. Now, Glitch told me there is some really cool, like, chambers from Galacticraft and stuff. But we don't have those machines yet. So eventually I think we're going to replace these, but they look pretty good. I made the carpenter's beds, and up here I just put 2 of these carpenter safes. Just, you know, so the crew has a little bit of a locker or something. No use in this at all. We still have a lot to do in the cockpit, by the way. But I did not want to dress this up today, you know, force it. I'm going to think of something to put in here. And let's go into the machine room first. There's 2 entrances here or there. These machines here you guys all know. There's also the induction smelter now. And then I put the glacier precipitator actually here, and it should be done with ice. Just gonna turn this off, and I'm actually gonna take this. I put a little drawer up here. Ice 1. What? Can you not? Oh, I never set this to auto. Ah, I forgot. Anyways, I like to keep 1 stack of ice with me because it's water. It's an endless water source. I can just put it down, break it. But yeah, I got this up here if I ever need to make more. We got the rolling machine, this guy. I set up the mechanism machines again. This is input for the enriching, and this is output. And output for the precision sawmill. And then over here, you guys see, I made a lava fabricator. It makes lava out of thin air. It just needs power. And over here... Oh, got a stack of obsidian. Let's make another stack. That's fine. It takes quite a while because, you know, I don't have that much power. But you guys see here in just a second, it's going to use 1 bucket. Well, that was a lot more than 1 bucket. Oh, because it made 4 at a time. So it used 4 buckets. And this guy had 1 bucket. And that's why I put over. This is only 1 bucket. And you see here, it's very slowly now. You guys are going to see over here, it's going up by 0.2, whatever. You see, by 20 every time. And I made 3 more machines over here. I made the painting machine, sag mill, and the alloy smelter because, well, we're gonna need alloys and so on very soon. So I got them all done. This is the little machine room. I think it's very, very cozy. I like it. I'm glad I overclocked these machines so they're a little bit faster. Do I got anything in here? Oh yeah, hooking up more conduit binder. And now let's go over here into the storage room. You guys already seen the drawers. I'm not forcing filling this. I did make a drawer controller though, so I can just double click this, you know, if you have a bunch of different items on you. Okay, I can just double click this. I'm lazy and bam, it sucks all the items out. So that's it. And now over here, guys, you guys see there's no crafting table. Oh yeah, I put an XP drain over here that I had for a while already. And it's funny because I can't get in from this way. But if I go underneath here, I can get up on it. So this is actually not bad. So people cannot accidentally give me their XP. But anyway, I was looking around and looking through all the different crafting tables, right? I even made one of these guys right there. The one it's made with hop seed and so on. But it looked really yellowish, not white. I just couldn't find a crafting table that I like, right? I need something modern in here, right? I don't want to have wood. That's weird. So, first off, pick this up. I got 3 hidden ones. And I actually made the Steve's work tables for them with the crafting upgrades. And I like this. I totally did not know that we actually have Steve's work table in this pack. So I'm happy. I forgot who told me about it. I'm sorry. Somebody on the server told me on TeamSpeak yesterday. I don't remember who it was. But anyway, this way it lets me, you know, prepare for our project for the episodes and stuff. And that is it. And of course, I made the molasses door factory here. You guys have never made one of these? Why don't we make one of these doors here real quick? Just so you guys know how I made it. Let me get the materials out. I'm going to need one of this, 1 glass, and 1 laboratory block. Okay? So we come in here. Sliding on the side? No, I want sliding up. opening time 6, and I believe closing time I made 6. I don't want this to require redstone. It's not a double door, and let's give it a different sound just so you guys can hear it. Let's make shoji, whatever that is. And then you come in here and you say create. Frame type, I took this material right here, this laboratory. The bottom block is this, and the middle one or top material, I want a glass. Then you click on create door. In case you mess it up or something, or you want to change something, you can always just put the door back in here and then change your settings. So let's say, let's go here to 5. And then I can say modify door, and it gives it back to you. So you don't lose the materials. It's pretty cool. So let's see here what this sound is. Not a bad sound either. But yeah, that's how you make these doors. I am just gonna go ahead and put this door in here for when I need it. Let me put this away too. And then I have one more thing over here. I was playing around with that. Oh yeah, these guys are here too, the potions and the books. Right here you see 2, right? I don't like the trash can either. So, but if I need a trash can, I just push this and the trash can comes out. I like this so much. And this is simply a drawbridge with the trash can. And over here I have another crafting station. Or if I just want to have a crafting table, I don't want to sit here or stand here or whatever. It is there, it's just playful. It's really cool. You cannot leave items in here. Let me show you. And put it away. That will just pop out. And that's why I can also not use the workshop tables down there and anything like that. Because initially I had planned, you know, have a row come out or something like that. That would be really cool. But it didn't work. So guys, I'm super happy now. I feel very good. We're out of the hobbit hole. We got this nice little cozy spaceship. I really like how it turned out. Let me know down in the comments, please, what you guys like. And maybe you have some cool ideas for some other blocks that I'm not thinking of in these mods that will go good. But keep in mind, you know, we're not in space yet. We haven't started with Galactic Craft. When we get that, of course, I'm going to probably, you know, change some of the things out. Guys, at 23 now, and it's struggling to keep up with the lava. Ooh. Yeah, it needs a lot of power, this machine. But it's wind power, so it's free. So I'm actually just going to, you know what? Turn this guy off. And wait for this last batch to come here. We're going to take this out, and now it can all recharge with power and lava. I got enough obsidian. I think I have, let's see here, obsidian. I got 3.5 stacks of obsidian. That should last me a while. Anyways, I'm rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And let me stand back here, or actually, let's take a look from the front. I don't think I've shown this much. Let's come right here. Alright guys, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.